Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to tonight's City Council meeting. We certainly appreciate you being here. It is Tuesday, January 15th, and I would like to introduce you to your City Council.
Okay. Council members Entenmann, Erpenbach.
Here.
Jamison.
Here.
Karski.
Here.
Rolfing. Staggers. Aguilar.
Here.
Anderson Jr.
Here.
Thank you very much. We're very, very pleased to have Pastor Fred Wilgenberg with the Center of Hope. Pastor Fred and his family have been here in town for 12 years, and we're blessed to have you here tonight. We certainly are. And Pastor Fred will lead us in prayer, and then if you would remain standing for our Pledge of Allegiance, we'd certainly appreciate it. Pastor Fred, welcome.
Thank you. An honor being here. Let's come to our God in prayer. Father, thank you so much for this evening. And I just, as I was reflecting the last few hours, I thank you so much for this city of Sioux Falls. You've gifted people for many years here, some with vision, others with just different abilities to bring it to where it is this day. And for that, we give you much thanks. Just like to lift up to you special people of our city who are so very important to keep it safe. We ask that you would give safety to all the police officers and the whole law enforcement. We ask you to give safety to fire and rescue, and that they can do their job in a safe manner. We ask you to guide and direct social services, that they may all just have good discretion and wisdom on their very important tasks. We lift up every citizen of Sioux Falls, every single person, because you do know every single person by name, by age. In fact, you've known them even before they were born. We just ask that you would bring peace in each person's life, you would bring purpose, and that you would... And we know there are many who, though we feel very blessed by this city, there are some who go to sleep hungry. Maybe there are others who go to sleep cold and just under a lot of duress and stress. And we lift all of those people up to you and ask that you would guide them to places that can be of help and service, and that you would move each of us to care about our fellow people. And so we lift them up to you. And I just ask for a special wisdom and guidance upon the city council members, upon the mayor and all of the staff of Sioux Falls as they really guide this city, that you would give them wisdom, good discretion, your guidance on making good decisions that would bring this city forward. And ultimately, I think all of us would want you to be glorified as each person made in your image is taken care of and is able to live out a life with a lot of purpose and that makes a difference in their fellow people's lives. And would you guide this council, these leaders of this city, the mayor, in providing those opportunities? And I just pray all this in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We will continue with our consent agenda. Council, any changes or motions?
Move for approval, Anderson.
Second, Erpenbach.
Councilor Anderson Jr. has made a motion to approve tonight's consent agenda. It has been seconded by Councilor Erpenbach. If there is no discussion, a roll call vote, please.
Council members Erpenbach.
Yes.
Jamison.
Yes.
Karski.
Yes.
Aguilar.
Yes.
Yes.
Anderson.
Yes.
That is passed 5-0. Thank you. We'll now move to our regular agenda. Any changes, Council?
Move to approve, Erpenbach. Second, Aguilar.
Councilor Erpenbach's made a motion to approve tonight's agenda, and it has been seconded by Councilor Aguilar. If there is no discussion, a roll call vote, please.
Council members Erpenbach.
Yes.
Jamison.
Yes.
Karski.
Yes.
Aguilar.
Yes.
Anderson.
Yes.
Thank you. That has passed 5-0. Welcome to tonight's meeting. Certainly great to have you here. It is an opportunity for you to engage the council on any topic that you deem important. If you'd like to come forward, just please do so. All we'd ask is that you keep your comments to 5 minutes or less, and just introduce yourself to the people of our town. Anybody interested? I know you're all interested, but well, thank you very much. We'll move on to tonight's agenda, and we'll start with item number 17. 17.
This is a new 2012-13 retail malt beverage license for Zing Inc., Zing, to be operated at 301 South Minnesota Avenue with a conditional use permit 2012-0902 being approved on April 3, 2012. Item 18 is a special one-day malt beverage and special one-day wine licenses for the Multicultural Center of Sioux Falls to be operated at the Multicultural Center of Sioux Falls, 515 North Main Avenue, for a fundraiser on February 2, 2013. And 19 is special one-day liquor license for History Club of Sioux Falls to be operated at the History Clubhouse, 758 South Phillips Avenue, for a building fundraiser on February 9, 2013.
Good
Hi,
evening.
Jamie.
Jamie Palmer, Licensing Office. Item 17 is a application for a retail malt beverage. On January 2nd, this same business transferred and renewed their retail wine license to their new location at this 301 South Minnesota Avenue. Now they're applying to get the retail malt beverage. 18 and 19 are both special one days for some fundraisers.
Thank you, Jamie. Council?
Move approval.
Councilor
Aguilar.
Anderson Jr., did you have a question, sir?
I did on 17.
Okay.
How are they planning on using the alcohol license? Is this going to be a bar, or is this going to be for special events?
Okay. The applicant is here. I will have her come forward and give you that answer.
Welcome.
Hi. Yeah, we are using
Could you start with your name, please, and
Sure.
introduce? Thank you.
Julie Flannery Allen. And the way that our business plan is set up is that we have create sip and paint workshops as well as sip and shop events. So at the sip and paint workshops is where you can come and there's a teacher there, and there's like different craft or a different item that you're going to be making, and then you can have a glass of wine, and we'd also like to offer beer. And when we first did our first applicant, we didn't have the money in the budget to have the beer. So that's why we're adding it now, hopefully.
Okay, thank you.
Julie, thank you. Council?
Move to approve, Erpenbach.
Second, Karski.
Councilor Box made a motion to approve these items, seconded by Councilor Karski. If there is no further discussion, a roll call vote, please.
Council members Erpenbach?
Yes.
Jamison?
Yes.
Karski?
Yes.
Aguilar?
Yes.
Anderson?
Yes.
Thank you. That is passed 5-0. Item 20.
This is a resolution advising and giving consent to the appointment of members to certain citizen boards as follows. Mike Begman to the Arena Convention Entertainment Center Board, Ronald Sisk to the Board of Ethics, Richard Bierath to the Veterans Park Advisory Board, and Nathan Christofferson to the Veterans Park Advisory Board.
Very good. Council, any questions or motions?
Move to approve, Anderson.
Second, Aguilar.
Councilor Anderson Jr. has made a motion to approve item 20, seconded by Councilor Aguilar. If there is no further discussion, a roll call vote, please.
Council members Erpenbach?
Yes.
Jamison?
Yes.
Karski?
Yes.
Aguilar?
Yes.
Anderson?
Yes.
Thank you. That is passed 5-0. Item 21.
A resolution of the City of Sioux Falls, South Dakota, postponing the scheduled meetings of the City Council from February 12, 2013 to February 13, 2013.
If I could just respond, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you.
Just, we've talked about this in a couple of informational meetings. We know that we will not have a quorum on our regular meeting February 12th, which is the Tuesday. It is Sioux Falls Day in the legislature, and many of us go to Pier on that day. And so we're just moving that meeting, the entire package, 4 o'clock plus committee plus 7 o'clock to Wednesday night that week. And I would move approval.
Second, Anderson.
Councilor Erpenbach has made a motion to approve item 21, seconded by Councilor Anderson Jr. If there is no further discussion, a roll call vote, please.
Council members Erpenbach?
Yes.
Jamison?
Yes.
Karski?
Yes.
Aguilar?
Yes.
Anderson?
Yes.
Thank you. That is passed 5-0. Item 22.
A resolution of the City of Sioux Falls approving the preliminary plan of Southern Vistas addition. Planning Commission recommends approval.
Mike Cooper, representing Planning and Building Services. This is a portion of the development known as Southern Vistas Addition. It's located in the southwest area of Sioux Falls, east of Ellis Road, south of 48th Street. It's just directly north of the Pettigrew Elementary School. The owner-developer is John Broke with Equity Homes. This portion is being presented as what they're calling Phase 5 of this subdivision area. So this area has been under development for quite some time. This particular phase consists of about 28 acres of land. It's currently zoned single-family residential, and the proposed development plan consists of 102 single-family lots that will be constructed, again, pretty much on the north side of the existing elementary school. So this will provide a connectivity of a number of those existing streets that are underway as part of the previous phases. It's gone through our internal staff review with planning, public works, engineering, and is being recommended for approval by the Planning Commission.
Is there anyone in the audience who wanted to speak to this item? Council?
Move for approval, Anderson.
Second, Karski.
Councilor Anderson Jr. has made a motion to approve item 22. It has been seconded by Councilor Karski. Councilor Jameson.
Mike, could I have you go back one map or one slide, or there you go, that one. The area above the line, I guess, of this vacant land that's north of the line, I don't see a number of the road, but you see Sanford Avenue be to the east of that.
Yes.
Is there a road there today?
No, that's the city limits line.
That's the city limits line.
I don't believe there is. I think it dead ends there. Yeah, the brown line is the city limits boundary. This particular development will, the main road will be Klein Avenue that will extend to the north and go out to 12th, out to the north to 41st Street.
Could you go to that other map then that shows those other roads that'll go through?
The road that you were pointing out is a proposed future right-of-way, but there's nothing there at this time.
Okay, very good. Thank you.
Well, Council, thank you very much. If we could have a roll call vote, please.
Council members Erpenbach,
Yes.
Jameson,
Yes.
Karski,
Yes.
Aguilar,
Yes.
Anderson.
Yes.
Thank you. That has passed 5-0. Item 23.
A resolution vacating the public right-of-way on West Broke Drive from West 32nd Street to South Kiera Court, as shown on the attached exhibit.
Good evening, Chad Heavey with the Engineering Division. This right-of-way is west of the Family Wellness Center, which is west of the Ellis Road. The petition was also submitted by John Brook with Equity Homes. If vacated, a utility easement will be maintained, and due to design changes in the subdivision, the petitioner plans to use the vacated right-of-way for a drainage way and portions of residential lots.
Thank you very much, Chad. Appreciate it. Council, any questions or motions?
Question, Mayor.
Yes. Councilor Jameson, I'm sorry.
Chad, it must be that the developer owns both sides of this road, is that?
He does.
That's very good, thanks.
You're welcome.
Councilor Karski.
Can we see the bigger map? Yeah. Did we just approve a zoning change for a lot of multifamily just to the west of that?
Yes, we did approve a zoning change in that area, and I believe the intent is going to be probably more like the townhome development as opposed to apartments.
And Broke Drive now, where the part that we're vacating basically would circle around. Aren't we concerned about traffic here? I mean, we're adding, from what I remember, 100+ units of multifamily out there. Is this going to cause any traffic concerns?
We don't believe it will, again, because of the change in his development plan. We think that the main collector street through there will still provide good, adequate access for the area. So we've looked at that, but we don't believe that it's going to be a negative factor.
Okay.
Council, thank you. Would anybody want to set a hearing date for Tuesday, February 19th for item 23?
So moved. Jameson.
Second, Anderson.
Councilor Jameson's made that motion, seconded by Councilor Anderson Jr. If there is no further discussion, a roll call vote, please.
Council members Erpenbach?
Yes.
Jameson?
Yes.
Karski?
Yes.
Aguilar?
Yes.
Anderson?
Yes.
Thank you. It's passed 5-0. Item 24.
A resolution vacating the public right-of-way on the west 20 feet of West Broke Drive adjacent to lots 1A through 6A and lot 14A Block 11 and lots 15 and 16 Block 12, all of Westwood Valley Addition is shown on attached exhibit.
This right-of-way is also west of the Family Wellness Center. The petition was also submitted by John Brook with Equity Homes. If vacated, a utility easement will not be maintained. The street has been reclassified from a collector street to a local street. The requirements of right-of-way dedication on a collector street is 80 feet, which is what has been platted previously. Now that it's been downsized to a local street, the right-of-way requirement is 60 feet. And the petitioner plans to use this vacated 20 feet of right-of-way for residential lots.
Councilor Karski.
I guess I'm trying to puzzle this out here. Is this going to be a public street to these lots then, or not?
Yes.
So we're just vacating 20 feet, but there's still going to be a street there, is what you're saying?
Yep, there is a street there today.
Okay.
Nothing changes other than the right-of-way width on the, I mean, typically if you went from 80 to 60, you'd take 10 feet from each side, but in this case, we're taking 20 feet from the west side, but that will remain a public street.
Okay.
Councilor Karski, would you be willing to set a hearing date for Tuesday, February 19th for item 24?
I would move for that, yes.
Thank you, Councilor Karski.
Second Aguilar.
Councilor Aguilar has seconded that. If there is no further discussion, a roll call vote, please.
Council members Erpenbach?
Yes.
Jameson?
Yes.
Karski?
Yes.
Aguilar?
Yes.
Anderson?
Yes.
That has passed 5-0. Council, is there any new business?
Move to adjourn, Erpenbach.
Second, Karski.
Councilor Box made a motion to adjourn tonight's meeting, seconded by Councilor Karski. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Very good. This meeting is adjourned. Make it a great night, Sioux Falls, and Happy New Year.